Hello Leo, and welcome to your reading for the 29th of April until the 5th of May. We're going to be looking at something that's happened recently for you, possibly, as well as some current energies for you and something else you may need to be aware of, along with some spirit guidance and some possible outcomes. And then we're going to grab an intergalactic card for you for some guidance as well. So let's just call in the archangels, ascended masters and spirit guides to assist us, and light beings as well, to assist us with this reading today. And as always, please take what resonates and discard the rest. And we're just going to cut the deck here and begin. So let's go. We have the Six of Wands reversed, the King of Cups, and the Justice reversed as well. Okay, so what's happened recently is that you've kind of had a bit of an internal realization. This Six of Wands often talks about success externally, but this is an internal realization. Okay. And here you are enjoying your internal realization, which is going to be, it looks like it's involving some mastery over emotions, which is kind of really awesome, Leo. And it's just a really nice, calm place. This is a person who's very, like compassionate, acknowledging the heart and the feeling aspect of life as well as all the other aspects of life. Okay. And you have the Justice in the reverse, but the interesting thing is that this is like the scales of balance, and it's almost like dark and light and balancing those things out. So it's almost like you're perhaps at the moment you are looking, you may be looking at the darker sides of yourself, and by that I mean the stuff that's been hidden, and perhaps there's some unhelpful behaviors. I mean, we all have them, right? And it's sort of like, or unhelpful ways of thinking, ways of acting and behaving, and it can be just really small things. Okay, so you might be starting to look at that, but you're doing it now from a place of compassion and acceptance. Okay, you're accepting and seeing the lower vibe energies that you can move into, as an experience rather than identifying with them. That's what I'm getting from that. Because it's almost like you're putting it in its right place. You're putting those thoughts, particularly with regard to subconscious things, you're putting them in the right, seeing them with the right perspective, or a better perspective, that's putting you in this place of calm. This looks really nice, Leo. Let's see what your current energies are. So this has just happened for you recently, this kind of, it's like an internal aha moment, right? And here you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Wands. Excuse me. And that is reversed, which probably means that you'll be slowing down rather than speeding up. And perhaps several areas of your life will be just kind of, it may also be that you'll be moving through areas of your life with more mindfulness and more awareness. Okay, because sometimes the Eight of Wands is that impulsive kind of action. It's not necessarily accompanied by thought, although it's often a card of like moving with passion. But that may or may not involve, heart space. Passion, I guess, usually does, but it could just mean that you're moving a little more slowly through things, which is not a bad thing. It can just be that it's part of the integration. And here we have, like the Devil, like that energy of like you're possibly still, from what I'm gathering is that you're looking at this, it's coming into your awareness what what your energies of attachment are, like what it is that you are attached to, perhaps what it is that your ego has been identifying with, and it might even be the lower vibrational feeling states and thinking states that you're becoming aware of. Okay, because right next to this, and it's like you're not afraid to look at it, because you have this justice in reverse, which is just like, okay, this in the shadow is on the top, but it's like it's coming to the surface. If this is now underneath, it's like the undersurface stuff is coming up and you're looking at it, but you're doing it with mastery. Okay, so this is fantastic. And here we have this is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is abundance. Okay, so it's almost as if you are literally looking at your shadow aspects, and we all have them, okay, and you're literally considering them to be experiences that will lead you towards abundance. Obviously not if you pursue them and you dwell in them, but it's like they have been necessary experiences along the road to gaining your inner wisdom, inner strength, understanding, compassion, and then moving into the next timeline, which is, I think, is what we're all doing. And this is beautiful, this Ten of Pentacles. It has that Kabbalah, the Tree of Life symbol up here as well, which is, I believe that's a symbol of soul growth. It has many other meanings as well, of course. Now let's look at something else you may need to be aware of. And just one other thing too. So if you feel like you need to slow down with things, that's perfectly fine. Okay? You may well need to be doing that. Spirit guidance. Sorry, something else you may need to be aware of. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Right, new beginnings. Yes, the Knight of Swords. Okay, and that is often that's the air energy, that is that need to communicate. So you may need to do some writing or speaking or expressing out what's going on internally for you at the moment, possibly. Okay. And we have some beautiful earth grounding energies here as well to help you with your new realization. It's almost like you're making friends with your shadow aspects, which is kind of really beautiful. You're going through a beautiful self-love process at the moment. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like almost like you are giving yourself a gift, or the universe is giving you a gift. Okay. Yeah. So it's looking like you're feeling okay with this, but it's like, what you may not be aware of is that it's going to lead you into perhaps new areas of exploration and new ventures. This is almost like he's going to jump on the bike and go on a bit of an adventure. Okay, so it could be that it's going to lead you to a new path. That's what one idea is, that this is a new path. And you may even find that you end up then pursuing something quite happily. Like this looks like a type of work this woman's doing here. And she has like books, and this looks like there's study, and then she might be making things, doing things with her hands, but they also have the moon cycles in there. So it might be that this new internal awareness that you have about life and, why you're here and what you're now feeling comfortable to work through, is that it might even open up new opportunities for you in terms of work or hobbies or, So it could lead to greater things, I think is what Spirit's saying here. So that's fantastic. Or lead to manifestation in the world and sharing that with others, because at the moment it's an internal energy. This one of awakening is an internal thing. And let's have a look at Spirit guidance. Yeah, that's just beautiful, that Ace of Pentacles. It's like a whole new... and also that nature connection that's just come through to me now. Is that, and here you are, on the beach, looks like, with the King of Cups starting. I keep looking at this because this is like it's like you have, a different level of mastery coming in now. Spirit guidance is, okay, death and rebirth reversed. We have the moon and we have the Lovers. yeah, you're coming into a greater connection with yourself. You know, this is you and your higher self connection, okay? And this is self-love. We're all going through this process. And I just really love the different ways that this is coming out in the cards. Now, the death and rebirth is reversed. And this death came out reversed in the other, in another reading, which I translated that as, you know, you're focusing on the rebirth aspect. So this could also be a card about just being present, because if we're not focused on what we're leaving behind, we're not focused on what we're rebirthing to in the future, we're just really holding ourselves present at the moment and just coming into present, okay, dealing with what's in front of us, acknowledging our emotional states, our thought states, and really becoming aware of the environments and people and activities that we engage with that affect our frequency. So it might just be, you know, maybe a short phase of being really present. Is what Spirit's saying. If you feel like you just need to recalibrate and just sort out these, you know, the energies that you're sorting out, then just do that. And this is the moon is actually confirming that, isn't it? Because this is like an internal phase. It sort of signifies an introspective time, and it's also acknowledging subconscious, which is exactly what we were mentioning at the top here, which is that, you know, the justice reversed. It's like the things that were hidden are now coming up, which is the subconscious, okay, it's coming up. And the result of that is that, you know, Spirit's saying, yeah, it's an act of self-love for you to hold space for yourself, to do this work, which I believe you've already started, Leo. But if you felt like you're in a kind of a zone or a phase or a space, Spirit's saying these are suggestions as to what is going on and why. Of course, you may have other ideas about what is going on and why as well, okay? But this is just a point of view to consider, okay? If you're kind of grasping at straws and going, what's going on, this could be, you know, what's happening. So you know, something shifted in you recently, and you're looking at all of your past stuff, perhaps even some of the unhelpful things as well you're looking at, that you have been doing internally. And then that's actually a gift that Spirit's saying is being given to you, which is the gift of awareness, and that it may lead to a new path, and that for you to just hold yourself in that space at this time, to really just allow that to sink in and to acknowledge it. Let's look at some possible outcomes. Yeah, we are all going through this. Okay, possible outcomes. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, yeah. So the Knight of Cups is always that vibe for me of, like, you know, being in love with love. And it's almost like you could be thinking, well, I'm going to give myself a bouquet of roses. Or this could be for someone else, okay? But take what resonates. So this could be that, you know, once you come into greater connection with your, you know, with your higher self and understanding of the, you know, the light and the dark, you know, metaphorically speaking, then, you know, a possible outcome is that, yeah, you're going to be feeling like a lot more comfortable with yourself. And I mean, you're already in a pretty good spot up here, Leo, you know. But in terms of it manifesting, you'll have the Four of Pentacles here, so it will manifest in a way. Now, she is like holding that sort of to herself, and maybe she's not sharing it. But this is a card here of the Queen of Wands reversed. So she's, you know, up here, she's not afraid to be herself. And she may or may not be, you know, manifesting that. But, you know, if it's reversed, it's probably more like she's, because the queens are generally internal energy, okay? So if we're reversing it, it's sort of like she's probably or you would be, the energy of that is that you would be sharing out, or you would be working with others in a way that's possibly also going to help them to come into a greater connection with themselves. And the way in which you do that, of course, is entirely up to you. It could be, there's a myriad, 1,000,001, probably more ways that we can do that, okay? So it may be that you are, it seems to me that, Leo, that you are sort of cultivating this belief in yourself that you have this ability to become a healer of some sort. That's what it's kind of looking like to me. And that you will be then helping others. That you'll be healing yourself, that then you'll be healing others, okay? So, yeah, this is awesome, Leo. I really love this reading. And, yeah, and I love this image here too. See how you've got the horse there? It's sort of like, the horse is always a symbol of power and empowerment, okay? But here we have, you know, he's looking pretty casual, but, you know, with the flowers, it's like, you know, there's love, compassion and care there, but there's also a sense of empowerment and strength, okay? And I guess that there's, you know, a picnic here. So it might be that, you know, he's having a picnic for himself, with himself, or maybe it is with someone else. But if this is if this resonates, this may resonate with you as like a love reading, but it may resonate as a self-growth and self-love reading too. But yeah, and then that thing of like being able to really share that out with others at the end. And the Four of Pentacles can really be that stability as well and groundedness, because we had the Ace of Pentacles too. So the Four of Pentacles is really creating a beautiful structure or manifesting that gift even further into your life, okay? So that's a possible outcome. Let's grab some intergalactic guidance as well. And we'll do this quickly. And we have for you, Leo, we have the missing link. Okay, that looks interesting. Earth, the missing link, 49. The human race has never truly been alone. Since ancient times, our ET forefathers have been working with us, both genetically and spiritually, to nurture our development as a species. Uplifting a younger species is a natural part of galactic civilization. You pulled this card because you have a past life connection to these ancient projects between humans and ETs. As you explore this connection, you will find that the so-called missing link is not just a genetic reference, but a spiritual one. What has been missing is an understanding of who we are and our place in the vast galactic community. Yeah, and when... isn't that interesting? And so when I just read here as well about uplifting a younger species, it's almost like it seems from this reading, Leo, that you will be uplifting others, okay, as we move through into new timelines and into the new paradigm Earth as well. But it's also kind of suggesting that you were also part of, involved with collectives that did assist others too. So if that resonates, you know, that may be something that you'd like to explore, looking into other collectives and seeing what resonates. So thanks, that's what I have for you, Leo, and that looks really awesome and positive. And thank you so much for tuning in, and have a lovely day and an awesome week, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.